Hello, soul searchers. So I have a random idea to do some intuitive makeup, basically just choosing my color cosmetics, which would be eyeshadow, blush, and lipstick. Choosing all of that intuitively without actually looking at the colors, just kind of seeing what comes up and where that takes us. And of course, it's going to be kind of like a get ready with me / diary thing. It's a random idea. It's new. I don't know where this is going. I don't know where my channel is going anymore. We're just going. So I am going to go ahead and do foundation just to get, you know, complexion out of the way. Otherwise, this video will probably be too long. And then I'm just going to come back and talk to y'all and we'll see how this goes. Now, before we get into the video, I just need somebody to come look at this. This is like as close as I'm gonna be able to get to show y'all, because I'm not going over there. Do y'all see that? That's a freaking wasp nest hanging from the back of my painting. So this is a painting that I moved outside like 3 weeks ago. And now there's just a wasp nest hanging off of this edge. And again, I'm not gonna get no closer to it because I just can't. All right, you guys, so you should be able to tell, but the complexion is on. So literally just like contour, concealer, foundation. And now we're gonna get into the color cosmetics. So I did choose, I know I wanted to use one of the Oma palettes, so I just closed my eyes and shuffled all 4 of my Oma Beauty palettes. And these are the 2 that we have to use today. So it's Poise and Allure. And how do I want to do this? I kind of just want to use one. I'm trying to like mix them up, and honestly, I feel like I don't remember what's what. All right, I'm gonna put one. I don't know. I almost just like want to throw them, and then whichever one lands closest to me. Where can I throw? I'm not looking at this. I'm gonna throw that way onto the floor, and then let me hold you just to make sure I don't throw them at you. All right. It landed on carpet, by the way. So this kind of sucks, but it doesn't suck. The palette is actually really good. I did want to use green today, but it's fine. We'll use the Poise palette, and this is what it looks like. Oh, but you know what? It's like very little chance of us messing this up, so there's that. I am gonna like flip it some more and like turn it and stuff like that, just so I don't really know like where the shadows are, because I am trying to choose as like intuitively as possible. But anyway, that's the palette we're gonna be using. So let me go ahead and prime my eyes. This is the only primer that I use. It's the NYX HD Studio Photogenic, I think is what it's called. Focus, there we go. Studio Photogenic. If you have oily lids, this is the only thing I've been able to find that actually works. All of that creamy stuff that people love for primer, it's not for us oily lidded girls. It's just not. I feel like this whole video should just be a life update, like a get ready with me life update, because we have been living, honey. Life has been lifing in like the best way. All right, yes, I have the right side because the mirror is facing me. So I'm gonna click, wow, choose, okay. That was very clear. All right, so we are in this color here, which is Regal. And because it's a shimmer, that definitely feel like it belongs on my, on my lid. So yeah, we're just gonna put that on our lid. You may or may not have noticed when I was trying to choose a color that there's some new jewelry here. I am engaged. Your girl's engaged. Who would have thought? So, yeah, that's exciting. Did not see it coming at all. I was literally just going to work thinking it was a normal day, you know, just minding my business the way I be doing. and had a very public proposal, which was exciting. I feel like I should move y'all closer. Hold on. It was exciting and nerve-wracking because my fiance has told me that he has stage fright, and he brought us on stage, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I was kind of nervous, more so for him, because y'all know I've been on stage before. Quite a few times, but so I was more so nervous for him and just like, all right, let's just get off this stage now. I don't know what we're doing up here. So the whole time, like the whole video, you literally just see me taking like little steps, like, all right, let's go. And I don't know what's going on until he drops to one knee, and then it's just like, wait, what? Yeah, never said I was the brightest bulb in the package, but in any case, yeah, your girl's engaged. So I don't know anything. I don't have a date. I don't have a venue. We're probably gonna have a long engagement if I have my way. Just because like I feel like my life isn't where I need it to be getting married, especially financially. Like I don't want us, it doesn't necessarily have to be the biggest wedding or anything like that, but I just don't want to like have to skimp on things just because money may be an issue or it may not be where I want it to be. So, yeah, I do want to have a longer engagement, but baby has made it clear that he wants to kind of just do it. So we'll see who wins. All right, we got to choose another color. This is like basically my skin tone, which is fine. I really was feeling green today. So here we go. Choosing, I don't know what this is. Am I even in wow, that's perfect. You guys, I promise I wasn't looking, like, obviously I was looking into the color that I chose, but I wasn't trying to look in the other colors. It just kind of happened. And this is actually the palette's namesake. It's called Poise. So, we are going to obviously put that in like outer corner, crease area, because it's darker. I might just do outer corner actually. And I'm going to use I don't know what you call this. Is it like a tapered fluffy brush? It's fluffy, but it's also kind of like dense and packed tight, which is what I want. So yeah, I'm just going to take that color and put it in the outer corner and maybe a little bit into the crease. But yeah, all right, so told you guys I'm engaged. What else has been going on? I've been trying to figure out my life. That's like a constant thing here. And I feel like I am getting a little clearer on where I want it to go, what I want it to look like, who I want in it. So I'm loving that for me. It's been a lot of like reflection happening over here. Even like as far as the channel, like you guys have seen this channel go through so many different changes and iterations, and I'm sorry I kind of took a hiatus without saying anything. I just hoped you guys knew that I would be back as soon as possible, but I didn't want to keep making content that I wasn't sure was in alignment, because I feel like I interact with tarot differently. So doing a pick a card reading, I can do it. I just feel like that's not my path with tarot. I do get like really creative ideas and creative hits, and I feel like even the art that you're drawn to says something about you. So I feel like there's still value in the way that I interact with tarot, even if it's just like using tarot to tell stories or whatever. I feel like there's still value in that, and I just have to start honoring that. So I've really just been processing like what it's gonna look like and what sort of content I need to create. And you know, obviously like making sure I have enough stored up so that I can be consistent. That's gonna be kind of important, like just a little bit, because I don't want to come back too early and then have the same struggle with being consistent. I know you guys need consistency. Even if y'all don't need it, the algorithm needs it, because I would like to get paid from YouTube. So, you know, I've just been processing all of that. And I do like where I kind of sit with tarot and YouTube currently. So yeah, it's in a lot of like different ideas. I'm still painting, I'm still writing stories, I'm still doing photo shoots and like all sorts of stuff. I just haven't really been posting about it because for what? You know, like especially because I was still kind of figuring all of this out up until recently. And then I do kind of want to talk about this wasp nest that's on the back of my painting because I need y'all's advice. All right, I think I kind of want to be done with the eyeshadow because it's real simple and like I don't want to choose another color and fuck it up. But I am feeling like I need at least 3 colors. Something about 2 it's just like it's too simple. 2 shadows is too simple. I do have eyeliners too though. What should I do? 3, 2. All right, I just saw 1147. What does that add up to? I can do math. It adds up to 13, which is 4. I don't want to do 4 shadows. Ugh, okay. I think I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more color, and I choose this one. What is this? Ah, all right. It's called Feminist. I hope that wasn't blurry the whole time. I'm sorry, you guys. So this is actually kind of perfect. Maybe I should have used both and then like had them side by side and just like picked around because that would have been a little hard. Maybe I'll do that next time. Because I feel like even though I'm not actively looking at this palette, I still kind of know the layout of it just from having it for years and things like that. So I feel like somehow, look, this is me being self-sabotaging. Oh, it turned out too good. I obviously didn't do it right. Girl. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and go in with Feminist. And I am just going to use a fluffy brush. And I'm going to put that in the crease area, basically right over the other color, Poise. So here we go with Feminist. Feminist and Mother look a lot alike. I just accidentally dipped into Mother a little bit. All right, it's mainly Feminist on this brush though. Feminist, a person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. So yeah, this wasp nest, I need y'all's advice because you know, on spiritual channels, there's always this idea you're supposed to be one with the universe, one with nature. I can tell y'all for a fact, me and nature got beef. And especially me and stingy things, bees, wasps, hornets, yellow jackets. I've been stung by just about all of them. If not all of them. I think I've been stung by all of them. So I'm not a fan of having a wasp nest on the back of my painting. Especially because where it is, I feel like if I'm actively painting on the canvas, it'll feel the vibration, and they do not like having their houses vibrated. That's how you get stung. So I really don't know what to do because like I feel like I won't be able to work on it at all while there's a wasp nest there. And at the same time, it's like I did put it outside, like it's kind of my fault, but I didn't tell nobody's boss to come over here building a house on my canvas. Yeah, me and nature, I'm cool with some of nature, but again, me and stingy things, especially stingy things that fly, and bees are the only ones that die when they sting you. Wasps don't die when they sting you. So really, I just feel like I'll be getting tagged by wasps the entire time. And so, should I call pest control? Is that spiritually aligned? Y'all let me know. All right, we're done with the eyeshadow. We're gonna go in, we might be done with the eyeshadow. I might put some on my lower lash line after I get eyeliner on. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and move to eyeliner. These are my options. I am just going to wiggle them around, and whichever one is left is the one I'm using. What do we have here? Okay, all right, so this is a NYX gel pencil in the color Golden Olive. golden olive, and we're gonna go in with golden olive. I'm definitely gonna go on my waterline with this, and then I might put it on my lash line too. Blush. So I do have 2 palettes, and for this I feel like I should, because these are very different sizes, so I can tell which is which even without looking. So for these, I'm actually gonna sit this down. I'm gonna lay them flat. I'm gonna close my eyes. This is my blush brush right here, and I'm just gonna like swirl and then drop, and we're gonna see where it lands. Oh, so it's kind of in the middle of 2, which is cool. So okay, it landed over here. So I didn't tell you guys this because this is part of what I did off camera when I did the complexion, but this is the color that I used for my contour. It's called Epic. I didn't even tell you guys the palette name. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've made makeup content. So this is the Sephora Pro Face Palette in the shade Deep. And yeah, I used Epic as my contour, and then these are the 2 that we get to use for blush. So I'm probably just gonna mix it and put those on my cheeks. They're both sparkly. And I'm just gonna do apples of the cheeks. It's like a very natural summer vibe happening over here. I'm a fan, I'm not gonna lie. It's not what I was intending today, but I am a fan. Ooh, and I love like the natural highlight in there. Makes you look glowy, which is actually really nice because I did use powder foundation today. So any extra bit of glow I can get is probably gonna be necessary. All right, my loves, so I did go ahead and do my mascara off camera just because it's just a regular black mascara. I only have one of them, so there wasn't anything to really choose there. And then lipsticks. I have a smorgasbord here. These are not all the ones that I own. Most of these are Maybelline Matte Ink. I have kind of become a fan. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and choose a lipstick, and I'm gonna do it the same way I did the lip pencils. We're just gonna see which one I'm holding last. Although I'm kind of intrigued that there's one already, like, I feel like I should leave this out because I feel like that should be a potential. And then, so like the first one that came out and then the last one that I'm holding will be, okay, wow, interesting. Orange. I see why we went natural with the eye because okay, they're both orange. That's so funny. All right, so this is Beauty Marked & Co. and the label has come off, so I don't actually know what this color is called. But this is what it looks like. Ooh, bright, girl, bright. All right, and then this one is a Maybelline Matte Ink, Superstay Matte Ink, I'm sorry. And this is in the color Pleasure Seeker. I do tend to really love the formula of the matte ink ones, but I might just use both. Because this formula, once it dries, it ain't going nowhere. I feel like it's kind of hard to see what's going on. All right, so, I'm gonna let this dry down because it is kind of hard to tell. It is a little brighter though. It is a little brighter. So I feel like if we do anything, we would need to do the Beauty Marked around the edges and then matte ink. But I feel like I've tried these two formulas together before and they do not play nice together. So, I'm gonna go with what I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna use both. We're gonna use both. So, whew, child. I feel like I still might have to run and get lip liner. I just don't know that I'll be able to survive this. Like, it's vibrant. It's a vibrant thing. That is true. So for some reason that song just came to my mind. By the way, I was getting a few different intuitive hits while I was away getting the lipsticks and everything. So Vibrant Thing, I forgot who did that song, but I'll put it on the screen. That song just came to my mind. Pocket Full of Sunshine by Natasha Bedingfield came to my mind. And I was thinking about like which tarot cards I feel embody the energy of this video, or like which ones are kind of calling to me just based off of everything we've discussed, based off of the makeup look, etc. The Empress was the first one that came to my mind because the Empress is divine feminine and very natural in the sense of not forcing and just flowing, and I feel like that's kind of the energy I've been in this whole video. It really didn't have any grand purpose or grand message. It's just been me flowing. So all right, now I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline matte ink. We'll see how these work together. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need you to dry down ASAP expeditiously because this is not okay. I cannot be looking like this. I actually really like orange lipstick, but I just looked in the camera. It takes some finesse depending on the type of orange that you have. Yeah, we're gonna need a lip liner. I'm gonna just let this dry down a little bit, but let me go get a brown lip liner. Be right back. All right, so I did get a brown lip liner. As you can see, I love this one. This is also from NYX, but I do not have the name of it because we have sharpened the life out of it. So it started with SP, whatever the number is, but yeah. I promise NYX is not sponsoring this video, by the way, but listen, NYX, if y'all ever want to collab with your girl, you just let me know, okay? All right, so let me just... like, I don't necessarily want to see. Oh, and I apparently knew I was going to have to do that. I actually did bring the beauty marked one. So yeah, let me just blend this out. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. Okay. It's a little intense. It's a little intense, but it's better. Isn't it? Or am I just tripping? Anyway, this is the look. This is the intuitive makeup. I actually had a lot of fun with this. I will definitely be doing this again. So y'all let me know. Well, I guess I'll do it again if you guys like it. Do you like it? Not the makeup, but like the type of content. I didn't finish telling you guys what cards. So Empress, like I said, because it's very natural, very unforced. She's also like the epitome of self-care, beauty. It's ruled by Venus. So love, beauty, pleasure, all of that is very much so Empress. And that is the first card that came to my mind. There was another one. But I guess it's not important because it left, whatever it was. I don't know, child. Anyway, this is the look. That is my life update. You guys let me know what you want me to talk about next time I do makeup, because I do try to come here usually with some sort of intention. Today I was just like, we're just gonna throw it all to the wind. I also had a lot to update you guys on, so in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed the look. I hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you guys for your patience with me while I was trying to get my life together. And I will see you guys in the next video.